So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Best. Now it's Bebeto. And it's Snyder. Ronaldinho. And he decides to cross it. Snyder! It's bounced back off the post. That's really well manoeuvred. And the pass is intercepted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rashford. And that is out of play. And he's got the beating of it. It's Van Basten! If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard cuts it out. Will play through for the wide man. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cannavaro. Best, but shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rashford, good driving run. Ronaldinho. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Spread it left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Totti. Aims beyond the defence. And it's ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. That's a good run down the left. Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net.
Big chance! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So they have it all to... There's the shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 8.
Manchester United get the second half going.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Borussia Dortmund come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this...
Real chance! He scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bumps him off in and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Crossed into the box. Opts for safety. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Might be danger here. Decent chance! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shifted it to the flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Totti. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Number 18.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Best. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Dani Olmo. Zanetti. Quick look, then plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
This is Owen. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. It's a good foot in there. Borussia Dortmund now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And they've managed to get rid. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Drive and Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Now it's Gerassi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's found a... Can he finish? And a neat finish. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
4 added minutes has been
Manchester
indicated.
United have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And here's Neymar. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Impressive jump. Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Pick that one out. It was a... And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Just a quick
How would you
announcement,
summarise
it is
what
now
we've
time
seen
for a
today then,
special
Jim?
lottery.
Well, there was a
Please grab
distinct
tickets
lack
when
of
you get them and walk
clarity
into
or
the games.
commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.